Now, here's MP. Shoots from 12. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Ball with the bucket.
Yeah, Ball just really good at running. In transition, smart at knowing where to sprint to in the open floor.
MP outside. To the middle. Back to Brown. Wembanyama against Porzingis. 4 on the shot clock. The Celtics need to get a shot off. MP finds Tatum. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the San Antonio Spurs. To the inside. The shot by Wembanyama, no good. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Greg Popovich and I did speak a few minutes ago. Coach said they want to force Jason Tatum to uncomfortable spots on the floor. Now, they recognize those spots are few and far between, but Coach wants to keep Tatum out of the paint specifically. If his team can do that and force Tatum to shoot more from outside, they feel relatively good about their chances. Back to you.
Thanks, David.
Well, I like when MP takes initiative like this because it forces the defense to react.
And the Spurs winning the 2023 lottery stand, adding the terrific Victor Wembanyama. A franchise changer, it appears.
Yeah, Kevin, the hardest thing, and you need a lot of luck to do it, is to get that guy, the guy you can build everything around. There aren't enough of them to go around. Victor Wembanyama is a guy you can build a championship franchise around, multi-skilled at his size. This guy's going to be a fixture in this league for a long time.
And here is Tatum. After the three, another one goes. Incredible.
His offensive arsenal has been on full display all season long.
You're right. Now tied for third place. Points in a single season.
And fellas, he's tied with none other than the great Michael Jordan, and he is not done yet.
Pass to Wembanyama. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass. So the Celtics call timeout, their first.
Timeout. First thing, get loud for your Spurs night squad.
Now let's take a look at the teams that have been holding their opponents to the fierce points in the last 10 games. The Spurs second.
Well, their defense over the last 10 games has been exceptional. They're really getting after it and communicating well on that end of the floor.
It's Brown with the drive. No good that time. Spurs leading by 6. Over to the wing. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen. With one game to go, let's take a look at how the final seeding will look out west. You look at the Spurs. They're second in the conference and looking to finish strong heading into the playoffs.
And right now for San Antonio, they're well above the position they were expected to be in at this stage. Now the question becomes, can they keep it up in the playoffs?
Yeah, I think a lot of people are wondering the same thing. Do they have the talent it takes to reach another level in the playoffs? Because that's what you have to do to win a championship.
Not enough defense there. Allowing Randall to get that close is a recipe for disaster.
MP against Ball. MP looking around. The kick out to Brown. No good with the triple.
Far from an ideal start, only 1 for 5. Let's see if they can turn it around.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
Obviously, guys, brilliant coaching, a perfect game plan.
Now, here's MP. This game, an incredible scoring display for him. Brown, the pass to MP. And a miss there on the triple. And so Wembanyama will bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. Last meeting was in Boston, where they were unable to fight off the Celtics.
When they ran the offense right, they found some easy shots, but on that occasion, it was few and far between.
Yeah, they had a hard time getting the looks they wanted on offense, and it's hard to get a win when that's the case.
Here's White after the made shot from Keldon Johnson. To stop the drought, a nice shot by Brown.
And that's good decision-making by Brown in the pick and roll. He'll make the right read more often than not.
Here's Randall. Randall, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Yeah, I mean, this is exactly how you want to start a game, with a big offensive push.
Time call here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to stay. Fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink. Especially
hits it again. Wow.
All season long, he has been absolutely dominant. Scoring doesn't end with him.
Yeah, he's already left his mark on history, moving into third place for most points in a season. Amazing. Pass to Castle. Off target with his three.
Well, you're going to struggle when you're forcing up shots like that.
Ball against MP. Brown outside. Beyond the arc. Hands it from downtown. Brown's got it back down to within single digits for the Celtics.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
MP against Ball. White dishes to MP. Outside Tatum. It's White on the wing. Ball against MP. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team.
And let's check out some stats. Here are the numbers for Wembanyama. 8th in rebounding. And he's as opportunistic as anybody defensively, ranking among the top 15 league-wide in steals per game.
And as you said, one rung below the leader in block shots. Tremendous motor. He's simply been destroying opponents in the lane. Johnson finds Ball. That's in there. Johnson with the assist. Ball's got 7 points in the game.
It's early, but they are getting pummeled on the glass.
Celtics trail by 10. Here's MP, and the dunk by MP.
Oh, man, I love to see that. MP elevating.
San Antonio's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Pass to Randall. Over Tatum. Randall no good.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Inside. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist. 6 points for him.
And they've done the job on the offensive glass.
And there's the pass to Tatum. Outside, Porzingis. The 3 from MP. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Pass to Castle. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
And really, Stan, Victor Wembanyama has a chance to be one of those paradigm-shifting players. Don't you agree?
Oh, no doubt, Kevin. First of all, there are not going to be very many 7'4" guys come along. And then come with the skills that he has on a court, the length, his mobility, how fluid he is. It's unprecedented.
And now, the first timeout call here for the Spurs. So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. And a new group in for the Celtics. Walker Kessler, he's checked in for Porzingis. Duncan comes in for Jason Tatum. Winslow's checked in for Brown. And it's Holiday in for White. Here's Jemison. They grab their own miss. 2 points. That one goes. And the Spurs lead by 12.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
It's stolen. Here's Jemison, covered by MP. The putback. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Spurs?
Well, so far they've done a great job of reading the offense and repeatedly putting themselves in the right place to interrupt the play and force turnover.
And, guys, another thing I love is their pursuit of the ball. I mean, creating second-chance opportunities just with effort.
The putback, and they have their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but they still come up empty.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage. Kevin.
Well, it was the Boston Celtics, their last game, a loss to the Mavericks in Dallas.
And really, I thought what was the difference in that game? Offensive rebounding, or the lack thereof. A lot of one-and-dones in that game.
Yeah, they weren't as aggressive on the offensive glass, and that really made a difference in the game.
Spurs passing it around. Vassell against Howard. Just 5 on the clock. Back to Vassell. Taken away by Holiday. Rebound San Antonio. Their last game a win against the Lakers, looking to carry it into this one.
Well, on the road, you don't expect to look so comfortable on the offensive end, but that was the story of the game.
Well, it comes down to preparation. They were ready for that game and kept the crowd out of it for the most part. Yeah, not at his most efficient this quarter. He's got to work on finding high percentage shots.
MP left side. He kicks to Winslow. Back to MP. Just 5 to shoot. Simmons pulls it in. Simmons got 4 rebounds in this game. To Jemison. Vassell outside. And it's Vassell with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Boston making a switch here. Hauser's checked in. Celtics trail by 12. On the wing, MP. Out to the wing, 3-pointer, and the basket by Hauser.
The youngster, MP, keeping that head on a swivel.
There's a minute left to play in the first quarter. Passes it to Simmons. To end the cold streak, Boston grabs the miss.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
And MP throws it down.
Well, even though he hasn't been in the league a long time, MP knows exactly where to get his point.
Vassell finds Sohan. Back to Vassell. Pass to Jemison. San Antonio again missing.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's going to be able to shoot his way out of this one or not.
And MP throws it down hard.
Oh, wow, that was a dunk contest level jam right there.
Spurs leading by 5. And here is Vassell. Scoreless thus far. And that one's off, and this is his first shot of the game. And so the first quarter is in the books. It's San Antonio. They're up by 5. We'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And taking a look at San Antonio's performance here, what do you think they've been doing or not doing?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
Yeah, look, and whether it's a point-blank putback or a kick-out for an open 3, offensive rebounds usually generate quality shots.
Sohan is the 4 with the lengthy Wembanyama playing the 5. Vassell in the wing along with Johnson. And it's Ball in at the point. That's the San Antonio 5. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Hey, guys, MP in the last time out against the Mavericks lit up the floor. He contributed 51 points, and his passing was incredible with all of those assists. The level he played at in that one was incredible. Now, he always wants to play his best against their rivals, and to say the least, mission accomplished. Guys?
Okay, David, thanks. It'll be interesting to see, Greg, how much of that performance carries over to tonight.
And, Kevin, different scenarios call for different measures. I'm sure he'll just try to provide whatever they need for the win.
Well, I'm sure he's coming in with a lot of confidence after last game. He wants to have a repeat performance here tonight.
And here's MP. He'll bring it up for Boston, trailing by 2. And it's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession. Let's go to the 2K League. Leaderboard, these teams have been terrific at turning turnovers into points. Number 1, the Celtics.
And all those points off turnovers have been a huge bonus. I mean, that aggressive defense has also paid dividends at the offensive end of the floor.
Castle's checked in for Vassell. Whitey's checked in for the Celtics. And a wide open look for MP. It's good from long range. MP's got the lead up to 1 now for the Celtics. Ball kicks to Johnson. Shoots the 3, and Ball gets it to go on the assist by Johnson. Ball's got 10 points in the game.
Well, they have leaned on him offensively with good reason. Efficiency will help you win a lot of games.
2 open that time, made it look too easy. And the Celtics lead by 1.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Here's Ball, and the rejection by MP. To the paint, that's tipped, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by White. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Keldon Johnson.
And looking at his offensive numbers in the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
Pass to Sohan. Over Tatum.
Well, Tatum has some length on him. That really helps him be so effective on defense.
Ball against MP. And White kicks to MP. Kept alive by Boston. It's Brown on the wing. Covered by Johnson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And they call an illegal screen here.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
San Antonio making a switch here. Randall's checked in. Greg, you look at the great coaches. What are one or two of the most important qualities for success that you see?
Well, for me, Kevin, I think you got to be able to adapt tactically. I mean, that's huge, and especially in the playoffs. But most important, can you motivate and unify a locker room? That leadership quality is what really puts a coach over the top.
And he can't hit the second.
Well, they had a chance for the lead right there, but we're all evened up.
Down low, here's White. Lays it up off the glass. White's got 5 points now this quarter.
I like that from White. Attack in the heart of that defense.
Ball against MP. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on Walker Kessler. That's foul number 2 for him.
Team foul.
Boston on D. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter. Ball with it. Now guarded by Tatum. Ball against MP. Kicks to White. Back to MP. MP drills the 3.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Ball feeling it out a bit. Brown against Johnson. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
So do you sit him with 3 fouls? Big decision for his coach here.
Zinkas, he's checked in for Boston. And it's the Celtics ball. They're on a 14-4 run. Lets it go from the wing. Rebound San Antonio.
You can hear him sputtering all the way over here. He knows he should have knocked that one down.
Johnson, the pass to Wembanyama. Ball against MP. Clock at 6. Fires from 18. And Wembanyama throws it down.
You have to be aware of Wembanyama on the boards. Really keep a body on it.
Nice angle on that replay with the AT&T 5G Slam Cam.
Right, a chance to check out some stats for Ball. How the second half of the season has shaped up for him. And he's in the top 20 in assists per game. His talent for creating easy buckets for his teammates is such an asset.
As we've seen, he's a difficult defender to bring the ball up against. Quick feet, quick hands. Always looking to force a mistake. And a wide open look for Wembanyama. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got his 4th assist in this one. MP against Ball. And the pass to Brown. Now, here's MP. He's got 25. Back to Brown. There's the 3. Rebound, San Antonio. Wembanyama's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Well, some have argued that Wembanyama deserved Defensive Player of the Year consideration in his rookie year.
And Kevin, I can see where they're coming from. His team went from a bottom 5 defense to a top 5 defense when he was on the floor. His impact is amazing.
Johnson against MP. Out to White. Back to MP. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot. MP's got it all tied up now for the Celtics.
Oh, what a quarter he's had. You can tell he's in the flow. They should be looking for him every possession.
Outside Tatum. Tatum from three. And look at how the hustle game has been going for Boston.
Well, their defense has been really impressive, especially the number of blocks they've managed to get. It's not easy to keep denying guys at the rim.
And not only that, their elite conditioning evident from the pace they're playing offensively. Boy, they are getting out
Well, that's where Johnson does most of his scoring. He's very effective down low.
The three from MP. San Antonio with the rebound. Now Ball. 11 points in the game. Pass to Castle. From outside the arc. And Tatum pulls it down. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. Fires the three. His second shot goes in. Off to a good start. 2 for 2.
3.
And great job from beyond the arc this quarter. They are now shooting the three at almost 60% for the game.
Passes it to Wembanyama. Over Porzingis. Wembanyama getting it done inside.
Well, there's no question he's carrying the load in this quarter, but he's going to need some help.
Pass to White. Here's Castle. Taking a look at the scoring numbers. Right now he averages about 9 points a game.
Yeah, and he seems to have lost his rhythm all of a sudden. This has not been his quarter.
MP finds Tatum. Back to MP. Oh, get up, MP.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
The pass to Tatum. And here's MP for 3. Julius Randle with the rebound.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Pass to Wembanyama. Here's Castle. Again, the miss by the Spurs. Boston leading by 4. MP inside. He's covered by Ball. San Antonio's gone 3 of 5 beyond the arc since the start of the second quarter. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. You asked Greg Popovich about Victor Wembanyama, and he says Victor's a different player. He's got talent, and you don't want to take that out of him. I tried to do that with Manu Ginobili, and I learned my lesson. Just shut up and let him play. Victor does some amazing things. His game is all-encompassing. Kevin?
That's a great way to put it, D.A. It is all-encompassing. Wembanyama is 1 of 1. Hey, thank you for the report. Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. Stan, you've been on the bench in the NBA for many decades. What were some of your biggest pet peeves as a coach?
Oh, my gosh, Kevin, that would be a long list. But the 2 biggest would be this. I think, number 1, anytime there was a lack of effort, you're not running back on defense, things like that, that I had a hard time tolerating. And then mental breakdowns, things we had prepared for over and over and over again, and then guys just zone out and forget what they're supposed to do. Those were things that were hard to tolerate.
Especially when you would take such care in preparing them in every way. It's got to be just excruciating.
Frustrating as heck.
And now Holiday has it in the corner. Simmons with the defensive effort.
The defense does just enough to alter that shot.
Vassell against Duncan. Baseline jumper. Good on the jump shot.
Yeah, you can tell Vassell likes sharing the ball. He's not just looking for his shot.
Celtics leading by 3. There's 1:38 left in the first half of basketball. Here's Hauser. No good on the triple. Spurs shooting pretty well at 46% from the floor. Wembanyama passes to Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
And this is why you must get Simmons out of the paint. So fantastic when it comes to finishing above the rim.
MP kicks to Holiday. Spruce against Winslow. Holiday surveying the floor. 4 on the clock. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Devin Vassell.
Well, if you ask a coach, what do you want out of your players? The answer is often effort, ability, and selflessness. Drew Holiday has all of those and more.
That free throw good from Drew Holiday. And so he makes both from the line.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Vassell against Holiday. Pass to Jemison. It's Strus on the wing. Dishes it to Simmons. And then Simmons slams it in.
Goodness, Ben Simmons, unreal.
They play the clock right, then go 2 for 1.
Just got to time it up right.
MP passes to Holiday. Back to MP. On the wing, Winslow. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist. MP's got 4 assists in the game. Spurs trail by 4. Wembanyama passes to Simmons. There's 14 seconds left now here in the second. Wembanyama with it. He's coming off a 31-point game against the Lakers in Los Angeles.
And he was a menace on the defensive end in that one. Just racking up the blocks.
Matching baskets from the perimeter and the mark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
And so it's MP making things happen for Boston. Going on an absolute rampage. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
And the bulk of his damage so far has come from the perimeter. A lot of threes early on.
And defensively, they're giving him too many good looks out there. They need to start running him off the line.
Starting off the second half, here's Joe Mazzulla's 5. White in at shooting guard, with Brown playing small forward. The post pair, Tatum and Porzingis. And it's MP in at the point. This is his first free throw of the game.
And he's shooting his free throws to the tune of 75% this season. Fairly standard numbers.
Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead.
You know, one thing you have to admire about Randall is his hunger to get better. He is a real leader who leads by example.
We've got some talented defensive big men in the league today, Coach. But in your opinion, who would you say is the best rim protector?
Well, Kevin, I would have said Rudy Gobert because people didn't even want to go to the rim and challenge him.
Right.
Anthony Davis is great. But I'm telling you, the young guy, Victor Wembanyama, I think is the best we've got now.
Isn't he something else, Stan? We've never seen anything like him.
We never have, and I'm not sure we ever will again.
Maybe the most hyped teenager since LeBron James. Wembanyama is the poster child for upside.
For San Antonio, they have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point. The first one falls. And both free throws good for Wembanyama.
Well, you have to appreciate a big man who can step up to the line and knock it down with confidence.
MP kicks to Tatum. Outside, White takes a 3. Rebound by Johnson. Johnson's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Randall. Here's Wembanyama. There's Ball with the 3. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on MP. The Spurs shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
Lonzo Ball taking 2 shots.
That misses, so he splits the free throws. Celtics trail by 4. The kick out to Brown. The tray. San Antonio with the rebound. Castle's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post. And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
On the wing, MP. He's covered by Ball. Brown against Johnson. It's White on the wing. 6 on the shot clock to end the run. And that one, good. White's got 7 points.
All right, they got one on the board in the second half. Now you want to see more shots start to drop.
Ball, the pass to Randall. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Here's Castle. Offensive rebound.
Boston.
What a recent stretch it's been for these players. They're the NBA's leading scorers over the last 10 games. MP is number 1.
Quite a role he's been on. I mean, a pure scoring display. Eventually, teams might find an answer for him, but that's not been the case here lately. A generational talent. For Wembanyama, the sky is the limit and the reality.
Yeah, great effort tonight, and he's been rewarded with trips to the line.
Back to Porzingis. MP outside. That 3 off the mark.
They come out a little cold after that halftime break. Just 1 of 5 from the field to start the 3rd quarter.
And yes, it's good. 12 points for him.
You know, they like Randall to be an offensive presence in the paint. They want him to be an option on every possession.
At the elbow, it's MP. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Tipped away and stolen by MP. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the 3rd here. And looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And, guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
Tatum against Randall. And here is Ball. He's got 12. Shot clock at 5. Here's Johnson. Now the feed to Randall. And the shot goes in. Randall's got 14 points for the game.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Now a timeout called by Boston.
He does not look happy. Their defensive rebounding has been putrid, and they're giving up a ton of second-chance points.
The Spurs making a switch here. Sohan's checked in, and the Celtics also making a change. Kessler's checked in. Passes to MP. to Tatum. Boston again missing.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Here's Wembanyama. Kessler with the rebound. Kessler's got 8 rebounds in this game. MP against Johnson. MP kicks to Brown. Pass to White. Takes the 3. The shot's good. Brown making the play. 10 points for him.
Look, shooting off the catch is something White's become really good at.
And stolen by MP. Over in the corner, White. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Yeah, good job to take it right at him.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown.
Substitution
Out on the floor for the Celtics. Here's MP. He's got 32. Knocked away. Holiday against Strus. Pass to Jemison. And the 3 ball is good. And the Spurs lead by 11.
The defense gave him a little space, and he took advantage.
MP passes to Duncan. And it's good for 2.
Good instincts from MP. That kind of passing wins the respect of your teammates.
Here's Jemison, covered by MP. Fires from deep. Boston grabs the miss.
And you could tell he thought he had a little more space, but the defender was right there.
Yeah, he may have had space, but the defense did a nice job closing that gap quickly.
On the wing, Winslow.
2 minutes remaining in
Clock at 4.
2 minutes.
The 3. Simmons pulls it in. Spurs leading by 9. Inside. Here's Vassell. Outside for Simmons. Here's Jemison. And it's good, assisting on the play with Simmons. Jemison's got 5 points now this quarter. Outside Holiday. MP outside. Back to Holiday. Now the pass to Hauser. MP with the bounce pass. Pass to Hauser. Now MP. It's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Let's see the stat sheet here for Kristaps Porzingis. And so it's Rendell bringing it up now for the San Antonio Spurs. They lead by 11. Here's Jemison, covered by MP. Jemison. Simmons inside. Duncan on him. Simmons can't get it to go.
Oh, this is exactly the kind of opportunity you don't want to waste.
Lob pass to Duncan.
Smooth dish from MP. That's talent and teamwork.
Spurs leading by 9. Kicks to Randall. Stolen by Winslow. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. MP inside. Defended by Strus. Duncan, the pass to MP. 5 to shoot. Off target at the rim. Off his foot. And it's whistled a kick.
Substitution on the court.
Randall outside. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's San Antonio. Ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Well, he really just helps tie this team together. They know they can count on him to set them up.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. We've got Jeremy Sohan. Ball out there with Castle. Then there's Devin Vassell. And it's Simmons in at the 5 down low. That's the San Antonio 5. Ball, the pass to Sohan. Ball against MP.
They're doing a better job of working themselves to the line here in the second half.
First team.
That free throw, no good.
At the line for your Spurs, Lonzo.
He hits the second from the line. Celtics trail by 10. MP outside. The kick out to Tatum. Offline with his 3.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
And it's Vassell in the corner. It's good. The assist that time from Ball. Ball's got 6 assists in the game.
And Vassell's jumper continues to evolve and improve. He's a real threat off the catch.
Porzingis finds MP. Launches it. Kept alive by Boston. Yes, that goes in.
Well, this is the dirty work you love to see Porzingis doing. Saving the play and getting them a bucket.
Ball, the pass to Sohan. Now here's Simmons. Vassell. It's good from the top of the key. Vassell's got 4 points this quarter.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless. Building this lead in every way possible.
Pass to Castle. He kicks it to Ball. Shot clock at 6. A shot. And it's San Antonio with another. Celtics trail by 14. Now, here's MP. Outside, Porzingis. Brown outside. Lets it go with the 3. San Antonio with the rebound. Simmons got 8 rebounds in this game. Spurs passing it around. And it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
And here's a guy who loves playing inside. Simmons can play some bully ball down low.
Got a piece of it. Stolen by Ball. And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. Here's Sohan, guarded by Tatum. Now, Sohan, no good. MP outside. And he goes big with the dunk right over Lonzo Ball.
Goodness. MP going deep in the bag with that one.
And that's life above the rim. Courtesy of our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. The offensive rebound.
Well, playing his role to perfection. Using his size to control the glass for his team.
The wide open look here for Porzingis. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
A nice shot by Sohan.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Ball against MP. That shot is off. And Simmons has got the ball here for the San Antonio Spurs. Ball with a wide open look. Here's Sohan. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Jason Tatum.
It goes on Jason Tatum.
Well, you can't be undisciplined guarding Sohan because he sometimes baits you into fouling him.
Sohan.
And the first one at the line is good. And some changes here for the Spurs. Victor Wembanyama comes in for Simmons, and it's Johnson in for Castle. And so Sohan nails both of them.
Yeah, with how physical a game Sohan plays, you'd expect him to be at the stripe more.
Here's MP, and MP throws it down.
Hey, dunks aren't always for the big fella.
A serious power move from the point.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring level. Well, he led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
Stolen by Ball. Pass to Vassell. Here's Sohan. Back to Vassell. It's good. 6 points for Devin Vassell.
Vassell getting in there and grinding.
Brown dishes to White. The pass to Tatum. Well, Stan, the NBA awards impact so much on these players and what they think they can acquire and achieve. How do you feel about the structure of award voting?
Well, right now, Kevin, there's about 100 panelists that each get a vote, and that seems like as good approach as any. Certainly, I need to be on that panel, and you know, I mean, I think we'd probably get more worthy award winners if they would just let me pick them myself.
But, you know, they make your picks public, and a lot of times voters are uncomfortable with that.
Yeah, that doesn't really bother me. I'm used to people disagreeing with me anyway. I have a family, Kevin.
Get used to seeing that over the next 10-plus seasons. MP taking flight.
Driving the lane. Ball from long range. That drops. Nice speed that time from Wembanyama. Wembanyama has got 4 assists in the game. Ball against MP. The kick out to Tatum. Porzingis trying to get free. And again, Boston with the triple.
He's already hit more threes since halftime than he did in the whole first half. He might have figured something out.
Brown right side. And Brown throws it down hard.
Well, I'll tell you, Brown gets off the floor so easily.
San Antonio leading by 11. Passes it to Sohan. Back to ball. He can't get that one. Good defense by MP. Boston's gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on three-point attempts here in the fourth. And the shot goes in from Kristaps Porzingis.
And nice use of size by Porzingis inside. Able to practically play on top of the D.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over.
And coach can't like what he's seeing, trying to get them refocused.
Yeah, you have to take a timeout in a situation like this. Stop the bleeding a bit and regroup.
And now, let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Victor Wembanyama.
And his performance has been a jaw-dropper. He must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight, because once he hit the court, it was all working for him. He was in a zone.
And with the playoffs on the horizon, he'll be looking to stay in peak form as long as he can. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
During that break, Greg Popovich really had some strong advice for his team. He told them it's all about maintaining the lead. He told them he knows it's easy to get comfortable when you're in this position, but that they need to keep the pressure on. Guys?
Okay, David, thanks. Pass to Randall. Pass the ball. Johnson outside. 5 on the clock. Shoots over Brown. Johnson can't hit.
Well, that's a miss you can live with. I expect they'll go to it again, especially if the defense continues to concede it.
Yeah, easy ball.
That one is off.
Well, when you watch MP, you can see the burst he has on the floor. Very explosive young player.
Castles checked in for the Spurs. Wembanyama, that's for 2. Rebounded by the Celtics. Tatum's got his 6th rebound on the night. The pass to White. Outside, Porzingis. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Porzingis does a nice job of getting the defense off balance and drawing the foul on his way up.
Kristaps Porzingis taking 2 shots.
First free throw is good. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Yeah, Kristaps Porzingis, a solid shooter from the line.
Pass to Castle. Spurs passing it around. Johnson outside. Here's Castle. White covering. Back to Johnson. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. And the Spurs lead by 9.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
On the wing, MP. He's covered by Ball. And the rejection by Wembanyama. A 3-ball. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
And with that 3, his second of the half, he equaled his total from before the break.
Tatum passes to MP. To the inside. Randall against Tatum. The second chance effort, and he hits the jump shot. Tatum's got 11 points here in just the second half.
Well, you know, there's still some value in the mid-range jumper, especially when it's Jason Tatum taking the shot.
Wembanyama. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
And Tatum puts up a deep 3. Rebounded by Castle. Castle's got 6 rebounds in the game. Back to Ball. Pass to Castle on the wing. Johnson. over Brown. Johnson can't get it to go. Celtics trail by 12. Tatum passes to MP. Kicks it to White. Back to MP. It's deflected. Johnson attacking, and it's ball in the corner. Wide open. Jason Tatum grabs the board.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots.
Guys, you've got to think a basket here would seal it.
No question. That would be all she wrote.
Ball against MP. White, good.
Well, they have to be thrilled with how reliable he's been tonight.
And they are really racking up the assists in this one.
And their team chemistry is evident. These guys enjoy playing with one another.
Outside for Wembanyama. It's stolen by Brown.
Just too big a deficit to come back from at this point.
Well, you want your players to keep playing hard, but let's be honest. This game's over.
Ball, the pass to Johnson. Here's Castle. Ball with it. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor, completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester. And that's why they're going to walk away with the win.
And that about does it for the final game of the NBA regular season. With Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge.